Hello everyone, and welcome to our session of Connecting Engineers to Industry. Today's session is going to be an interaction with one of my closest colleagues and the two guys whom I have known for almost 13 years now. They are Chhattisgarh's first PCB manufacturer. They have a company which is called as PCB Maker. Today we are going to look into their journey, which is quite inspiring. I have known them for a long time, and I know the ups and downs that they have gone through. And luckily for us, they have agreed to share their experience with us and to give us an insight of how the PCB manufacturing industry works and what are the future prospects. So yeah, I would like to welcome Mr. Anurag Bisen, who is sitting on the left, and Mr. Umashankar Khare, who is sitting on the right. Welcome to our session. First of all, I would just like to know about your company. Like, what is your company? आप लोग करते क्या है company में?
Well, we are mainly into the manufacturing of printed circuit boards. This is what PCB stands for. And we are having a couple of special features what we are providing to the market. Like I'd like to name them. Like first we are providing PCB designing, and we are providing reverse engineering. We are giving single-sided and double-sided PCB manufactured at our site, and we are also suggesting and advising the electronic industries about the technical things they need. So this is what we are comprised of, and moreover this, we are also giving PCB assemblies facilities to them. We are fully equipped with the industrial capacity, and we are producing the best PCBs in the industry with industrial quality and quantity. And yes, we are the only manufacturers of PCBs in and around state of Chhattisgarh.
Okay, that is great. So you are into the PCB manufacturing and also the service industry, which is connected to the PCB to the PCB the printed circuit board.
Yes.
So what is actually a PCB? Like, how do you manufacture it?
As Anurag said that PCB stands for printed circuit board. Actually, हम बचपन से देखते हैं जो ग्रीन सर्किट्स होते हैं लाइक दिस, ये एक्चुअली पीसीबी है. ठीक है, पीसीबी एक्चुअली में जो कॉपर कंडक्टर है, जो कंडक्टिंग मेटल है, वो कॉपर इज द बेस्ट कंडक्टिंग मेटल. तो जो पीसीबी के ऊपर है कॉपर सरफेस, कॉपर लेयर, तो उसमें हम कंपोनेंट प्लेस करते हैं, सोल्डर करते हैं. वो एक्चुअल में ट्रैक्स रहते हैं, जो वायर्स बोल सकते हैं उनको. ठीक है, तो ये पीसीबी एक्चुअली है. इसमें अलग अलग टाइप्स के होते हैं, जैसे एलईडी के लिए एल्यूमिनियम पीसीबीज होती है, जो एल्यूमिनियम के लिए हम यूज करते हैं. ठीक है, सब एलईडी के लिए यूज करते हैं.
Like there are different types of PCBs actually. Like according to the material. Like generally, basically, in the consumer electronics, we used to come across FR PCBs. FR stands for fire retardant material. Generally, this comprised of the fire retardant material comprised with copper surface over it. Okay, so this is what the raw material for PCB. And yes, this manufacturing process is a sequential process. You know, steps, there are 16 to 17 steps are involved in making a final product. So, and we'll talk about
mainly there are 4 to 5 main steps, like the CNC. One first process is drilling process. After that, track printing, then etching. Etching means that copper removing, extra copper, and then after that masking. Masking is green color. So green color and this white color, this is called masking. After that, legend printing, and legend means this. This is a white color, white print. Alphabets are there. This is legend. After that, final cutting, and then the print is completed.
Okay. तो आपके जो PCBs हैं, वो आपके अकॉर्डिंग टू एप्लीकेशंस आपके PCBs चेंज होते रहते हैं, राइट? तो फिर ये जो आपका जो चेंज है, हाउ डू यू डिटरमाइन कि कौन सा PCB किस में लगेगा? आपको क्लाइंट इन्फॉर्म करते हैं कि आप खुद क्लाइंट को रिकमेंड करते हैं कि किस टाइप का पीसीबी उनके प्रोडक्ट के लिए बेटर रहेगा?
एक्चुअली में बहुत सारे पीसीबीज है वो सेग्रीगेटेड है। जैसे एलईडी के लिए आपको एलईडी पर्पस के लिए यूज करना है तो आपको एल्यूमिनियम पीसीबी यूज करना है। और जैसे बाकी चीजें नॉर्मल, अगर कोई किट है जैसे ये प्रोडक्ट है, इसके लिए नॉर्मली लोग FR4 यूज करते हैं। बट अगर एलईडी पीसीबी के लिए आता है तो एलईडी हीट डिसिपेट करता है, तो उसके लिए हमको बेस्ट हीट कंडक्टर भी चाहिए। तो इसीलिए हम लोग एल्यूमिनियम बेस्ड पीसीबी बोलते हैं उसको, जो हम लोग प्रेफर करते हैं कि आप ये यूज कीजिए। वो अलग अलग थिकनेस में आते हैं, 1 mm 1.6 mm।
ओके, मींस जो आपका जो लेयरिंग है उस लेयरिंग के हिसाब से उसके एप्लीकेशन के हिसाब से तो जो लेयरिंग के मटेरियल्स है दैट इज अडेप्टेड अकॉर्डिंग टू
Exactly.
क्या बोलते हैं अकॉर्डिंग टू द एप्लीकेशन। ओके, तो फिर ये जो साइज वेरिएशन जो आप बताए जैसे 1.6 मिलीमीटर, तो क्या ये मार्केट स्टैंडर्ड है, इससे छोटा नहीं हो सकता है कि 1.6 ही होना चाहिए?
एक्चुअली वन मिनिमम ये 0.2 mm से स्टार्ट होता है, ठीक है, और अप टू ये 2.4 तक के जाता है जो यूजुअली होता है। बट जो मेन 1.6 है वो मोस्टली यूज होने वाली थिकनेस है, ठीक है। बट एमसीपीसीबी में अगर एल्यूमिनियम में रहता है तो 1 और 1.6 दो ही यूज होते हैं।
ओके ओके ओके, नहीं ये काफी ज्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग है। तो आपको आपको क्या चीज ने मोटिवेट किया आपको ये स्टार्टअप के लिए फॉर एंटरिंग द पीसीबी इंडस्ट्री? व्हाट मोटिवेटेड यू?
This is a good question. Like after graduating, we already, since we already worked together in many robotic projects, we came in contact for some electronic competitions and all. We already shared same interest into the electronic field. So after getting graduated from electronic branch, we decided to take some advanced steps in into this field, into getting this field, and we already had a wish to work for ourselves. Then we started our research work and surveying into the field, discussing different products of electronics. Then on one fine day, we came to know of two guys who were searching for young budding technical graduates who wants to work and who have done some work into the electronic field. Uh, they were the stakeholders from Dubai. So anyhow, we managed to get in contact with them. Okay. So after getting in contact with them, we showed them our research work, our surveys, and we proved our skills. And eventually, mutually, we decided to start off a venture together over here. So we suggested why not to invest in India. We asked them to come over here and invest on these things, and precisely we chose this place to to get settled up our industry. Okay, this is how we took off. And after successful years, first of all, we started producing the PCBs in house for our products only. Then, as we got the precision, and after the successful years passed, so we started catering and serving the outside market also. This is how we started, and this is what we got motivated from.
Okay. So how does the market respond towards the PCB industry? Like, what is the market share now? Like, for example, like if you look at the automotive industry, for many years we have heard that automotive industry is going to come to India. Like the global automotive market would be shifted to India, but it's not happening. So, so according to the PCB, what is the percentage that you would say is being manufactured in India and how much is being imported?
Okay. I would like to put a fact on this one. It is a fact that out of the 100% of the requirement of the demand of Indian industry for PCB, only 35% of PCB demand is met by the local manufacturers, and the rest of the percentage is still we have to depend upon the imports. Okay, and you have already said, for like automotive industries are coming over here and they are flourishing their business, and yes, they have came. Eventually the demand for the PCB has gone up, the industry is growing, year by year, and the growth rates are good. But still, we have to depend upon the imports. Like you can see, a huge percentage is still there, which we have to depend upon the imports from other countries.
But why is it like this? Like, because when you talk about 65%, it is a huge, it is a huge number when you're talking about 65%. तो ऐसा क्यों है कि 65% ऑफ द मार्केट मार्केट 65% ऑफ द जो मार्केट है वो बाहर से इंपोर्ट हो रहा है? ये कॉस्ट के कारण से है कि ये क्वालिटी के कारण से है कि इज इट बिकॉज ऑफ द टेक्निकल नॉलेज दैट वी आर नॉट हैविंग?
Actually, yes, it is there are mixed reasons for this one, I would say. Basically, what we believe in, due to the cost. Exactly, like due to the cost, we are still overpowered by the imports. Like we are shadowed under the imports. Cost is a major factor actually, and there are different challenges also in the market, in the Indian market. Like level playing field is not available. So yes, majorly cost, and the secondary level playing field is not available.
ओके, तो फिर आप जैसे कॉस्ट की बात की है, दैट कॉस्ट इज वन ऑफ द ड्राइविंग फैक्टर्स जिसके कारण से कि इंडियंस आर मूविंग आउट ऑफ इंडिया. Like the Indian market is looking outside India. That would be a better way to phrase the sentence. That India is looking outside of India to get the PCB things because of the cost. So how are you dealing with the reduced cost? Like how are you able to cope up with that? What is your strategy behind this one?
I'd like to say when we started, yes, since we started actually, since we started, we already faced, we were facing this challenge. We took it as a challenge, and this challenge was really hard to cope up with, you know. So we adapted some new techniques, and we adapted some techniques to work on to reduce the cost. So the techniques which we are using, we are optimizing the process time, which eventually results in cutting the manufacturing cost. Like we are using data analysis to know what is the actual problem behind this one. Okay, so it allows us to focus on the exact problem and eradicate it and work more on this. It allows us to produce more volume of the PCBs, right? So this is which we use.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, this is an interesting thing that you pointed out about identification of the problem, because like I speak with a lot of people from different companies, with a lot of professionals, and also with the owners of the companies, and every single person only points out one thing, that the unfortunate situation of the industry is that people concentrate on solving problems without knowing where the problem lies. And that is one of the biggest challenges right now in the industry. कि लोगों को पता नहीं है कि प्रॉब्लम फाइंड कैसे करना है. अभी जैसे कि आप लोग डेटा एनालिटिक्स का यूज कर रहे हैं, आप लोग जैसे तो अगर आप डेटा एनालिटिक्स का यूज कर रहे हैं तो आई एम श्योर कि आप स्टैटिस्टिक्स का भी यूज कर रहे हैं. तो फिर आप जैसे डेटा एनालिटिक्स स्टैटिस्टिक्स की जब बात करते हैं तो आपके पास अलग से मैन पावर है इसको एग्जीक्यूट करने के लिए, कि आप लोग खुद इस चीज को क्या बोलते हैं अपने कंपनी के हिसाब से आप लोगों ने बनाया है?
एक्चुअल में ये है कि ये अभी हम इसको खुद ही करते हैं, क्योंकि मेरे को ग्रेजुएट्स उतने ज्यादा स्टैटिस्टिकली स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं मिलते, उनको हमको सिखाना ही पड़ता है. तो अभी हम अपने से कर रहे हैं, बट मैं होप करता हूँ कि मुझे जल्दी ऐसे ग्रेजुएट्स मिले जिनको मैं यूज करूँ डायरेक्ट, कि आप डायरेक्ट आए और हमारे प्रोडक्शन जो टाइम से या फिर कॉस्ट है उनको आप रिड्यूस करें.
हाँ, क्योंकि आप जैसे अभी बात कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि अभी आप मैन्युफैक्चरिंग की बात की है अभी, तो फिर ये किस टाइप से हो गया कि वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स इंडस्ट्री विद मैन्युफैक्चरिंग. तो फिर अभी जैसे 65% ऑफ द इंडस्ट्री जिसके बारे में बात हो रही है कि वापस इंडिया में लेके आने का है, या फिर जो आत्मनिर्भर भारत हो गया, स्टार्टअप इंडिया है, और उसके बाद मेक इन इंडिया है, इनके बिहाइंड में जितने भी अटेम्प्ट्स जो गवर्नमेंट कर रही है कि इंडिया में मैन्युफैक्चरिंग लाने का, आई एम श्योर कि किसी भी इंडस्ट्री का अगर इंडिया में ग्रोथ होता है तो इट इज ऑटोमेटिकली गोइंग टू इन्फ्लुएंस द ग्रोथ ऑफ मैन्युफैक्चरिंग, like and also for the mechanical engineering, also for the civil engineering, क्योंकि आपको इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की जरूरत पड़ेगी. Yeah, sorry, थोड़ा सा नेटवर्क इशू चल रहा है यहाँ पे. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay, यहाँ पे नेटवर्क इशू चल रहा है एक्चुअली वेस्ट बंगाल में, इसी कारण थोड़ा सा. ओके, तो फिर जैसे हम बात कर रहे थे कि ऑटोमेटिकली मेरे ख्याल से द ग्रोथ ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स इंडस्ट्री, पीसीबी इंडस्ट्री would be also anchoring the other industries to move with them. जैसे सिविल का भी ग्रोथ रहेगा, इलेक्ट्रिकल का भी ग्रोथ आएगा अपने आप से. तो फिर क्या आपको लगता है कि अभी दूसरे पर्सपेक्टिव में अगर हम देखते हैं तो जब 65% मार्केट ग्रोथ अगर होता है, मतलब कि काफी सारे इंडस्ट्रीज आएंगे, तो जहां पर इंडस्ट्री आपको काफी सारे इंडस्ट्रीज होते हैं तो नेट टू नेट कॉम्पिटिशन भी बढ़ जाता है. तो ये नेट टू नेट कॉम्पिटिशन, तो जो ग्रेजुएट्स हैं उनको मेरे ख्याल से दे नीड टू रेज देयर बार ऑफ एजुकेशन, बिकॉज राइट नाउ द एजुकेशन बार दैट वी आर इन, आई वुड नॉट से द एजुकेशन बार, आई वुड से द इंटेलेक्चुअल बार ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स, द अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ स्टूडेंट जो है. बिकॉज एजुकेशन भी नॉर्मली लोग बोलते हैं कि द यूनिवर्सिटीज आर नॉट प्रोवाइडिंग क्या बोलते हैं इंडस्ट्री लेवल एजुकेशन, बट एक्चुअली एजुकेशन इंस्टीट्यूट्स आर देयर टू प्रोवाइड अ फाउंडेशन. जो बिल्डिंग है वो स्टूडेंट्स को क्रिएट कर. So we find it very easy to blame the education institutes. The education institute is not providing anything. The education institute is providing what the base it has to provide, but the building has to be constructed by the student. So आपको लगता है क्या कि ये 65% अगर मार्केट अपना यहाँ पे इंडिया में अगर रेज होता है इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स इंडस्ट्री का, then the students need to raise their standard of understanding of the thing.
Exactly, we totally agree with you. Right, we totally agree with them. You are saying right. Actually, they have to. They should. Not only the industrialists and the industry people, not only the existing industries, but also the upcoming industries are going to face this challenge, because with the growth comes a challenge. You said it right. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So not only the competition would be between the upcoming industries and between the industrialists and the different companies, which comes from different sectors and different industrial aspects. Okay, but yes, getting a job is not it is hard. It is not that much hard to get a job. What is actually hard to sustain in that challenge, during that challenge. So in order to sustain in that, one should have a practical approach. They should be knowing the practical things, the challenges they are going to face, or the issues, or the advancements they are going to find out in the industry and factories. So definitely, if we want and we wish this tremendous, this huge percentage should come in India, we need to raise our bars, and we should work on that.
Mm-hmm. So right now, where do you think the PCB industry would be heading towards? Because abhi jaise market hai, the whole global market is looking towards IoT. It's looking towards machine learning, data analytics, and artificial intelligence to be the future. अभी ये हम डिनाई नहीं कर सकते हैं कि ये इंडस्ट्रीज आपको हर एक ये जो एरियाज ऑफ वर्क है, वुड नॉट से इंडस्ट्रीज, आई वुड से एरिया ऑफ वर्क जो है मशीन लर्निंग, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, डेटा एनालिटिक्स, आईओटी का, ये हर एक मैन्युफैक्चरिंग यूनिट में इंप्लीमेंट होने वाला है. So how does PCB industry integrate with this for the future development?
As you know, India represents, I would again put a fact. I'm more of a fact guy. So I would say India is representing the fastest growing electronic consumer market in Asia Pacific region. And as Umar sir has already said, PCB is the fundamental unit in manufacturing all these products. And with the encouragement of the schemes by Indian government, like Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat recently launched one, definitely it is going to put a positive impact on PCB demand, particularly. Okay. And there are really some advancements done in the PCB industry, since the defense defense manufacturing industry in India has already been focused by the government, and they are focusing more on producing defense equipments and exporting them to other countries. So in that, HDI technology is the latest advancement in the PCB industry, which everyone is looking for. So I would say PCB industry is going to see a huge growth by 2024. The what you call the forecasts are saying PCB industry is going to grow with a rate of 24% by 2024. So that's really a fact, the fascinating fact of PCB industry.
Okay. Okay. So in the future, what you are saying is we are looking uh, at at a steeply growing market, so to say,
Yes.
for the PCB
Mhm.
industries. So, how do you think the graduates should prepare for this kind of a challenge? Because when we talk about PCB, I don't know if the manufacturing of PCB, because PCB, as you said, it is an integration of the manufacturing with the electronics, as we discussed before. So, is this thing being taught in the universities? Is this thing being preached like in different institutions and all?
Actually, I know, yes, in our education system, yes, it is taught. Many things are taught. It is a fact. Like yes, many things are taught, but with within a limit, they are taught. Everything in the book, everything is like if it is in the book only, it is the bookish knowledge completely. If one wants to know about the things, he or she has to get into the field and do some work, get their hands dirty in order to know all these things. So yes, it is being taught, and one should know if they have the area of interest as electronics and another whichever interest field they are into. They should get into the field, accept the book and accept the knowledges they are getting from. So they should focus on that more.
So
So
basically, getting the hand is the only way to get the understanding of this industry.
exactly,
Okay, so
they
because
should. And
from graduate
what
perspective,
I'd like to add something. Graduates who, if they are planning to get into this business, like I would ask Umar sir to explain something about designing what, because he is more of a designing guy in my company. He is the technical person who used to take care of all the technologies and all the wire things. So I'd suggest Umar sir to take over for
एक्चुअली
this one.
जब हमने भी जब अपनी पढ़ाई खत्म की तो हमको भी सिर्फ बुकिश नॉलेज थी और थोड़ा प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज था। हमने उस पर रिसर्च किया कि विच सॉफ्टवेयर वी यूज, हमको कौन से सॉफ्टवेयर पे काम करना चाहिए जो लेटेस्ट चल रहे हैं मार्केट पे। तो उस हिसाब से हमने वो सॉफ्टवेयर, मैंने वो सॉफ्टवेयर पूरे अच्छे से सीखा। फिर अब मैं उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करते जा रहा हूँ। तो मैं जो लेटेस्ट सॉफ्टवेयर आते हैं, डिजाइनिंग सॉफ्टवेयर है, उनको डे बाई डे लर्न करता हूँ। अभी जो लेटेस्ट सॉफ्टवेयर चल रहे हैं उनके बारे में पढ़ना चाहिए। तो ग्रेजुएट जो हो रहे हैं उनको थ्योरी नॉलेज तो रहे, प्रैक्टिकल थोड़ा बहुत रहे, और जो मार्केट में जो नई चीजें चल रही है उनके बारे में उनको पढ़ना चाहिए। तो फिर वो इंडस्ट्रीज के लिए ज्यादा यूजफुल है।
Because you know, Anurag sir, I just want to say to the I want to convey this message to the graduates who are going to like see us and get some knowledge from us. Like I would suggest them, uh, you should not limit yourself into getting skilled. You should use that skill and you should integrate this with the practical things. Like there are this knowledge and skill, they both stands in the one part, one like they are on the same line, you know, they are not you know, and the practical approach is on the other side of the line. Okay. uh, so, they need to get into this, like they need to integrate both the things to get
okay.
successful. Like they should and वो खुद ही इस चीज को समझ सकते हैं कि इसको वो कैसे इंटीग्रेट करें, because every industry wants, they don't want to spend hours and hours, days and days and years in getting trained in giving the training to the people and get the output from them. Because as we said, as we discussed, like there are going to be a lot of challenges when that import thing, that 65% is going, we are trying to get it into the India only. The hashtag local for vocal has been given by Mr. Modi recently. Okay, so as we already talked, challenges are going to come. Okay. So for the challenges would be in the form of sustaining in the industry, getting into the industry would also be hard. Okay. So what I would suggest, save some time for the industry to getting you trained. Get
So basically,
yourself
the
trained,
students need
raise
to.
your bars, go out, do something, just take out your area of interest and work on it rigorously, so that they would be happy to welcome you with your knowledge and with your practical projects and the products which you have developed. They would be welcoming you both with warm hands. They would be getting you up, and like you can go for years in that industry.
Yeah, this is like when you are saying this thing, I remembered one thing that my ex-boss. I don't like to call him a boss because I like to call him more like a leader. As you guys especially know, I rate him very highly in my life. My previous leader, so to say, he once told me that you, even if you are a fresher, even if you are a graduate, you must find ways to contribute in the market. You are supposed to contribute in the market from day zero. Otherwise, your education, your degree is just a waste of time. And this
Right.
is something that we and this is something which we are finding right now with when I'm speaking with different like leaders of the company and leaders of the industry, that they always tell me that okay, we hire the graduates. Hiring a graduate is not an issue, but the problem is by the time we explain them what to do, and then by the time they learn it, it is too much time that we have to spend behind them. But okay, but having said that, this is a downside of the current of the way the things are being handled right now. I believe the things have to improve if the market needs to be competitive. So, how would you like to sum up the growth of the industry? We have looked towards two things. One is that the market is growing with the growth of IoT, because you said that electronics is going to be is the backbone of all kinds of industries. So,
Yes.
so the market is going to grow from the business point of view, and the graduates need to integrate with this. So basically, this is what you explained and what you're talking about.
Yes. You- we would like to conclude with this point, like you said. Like they should integrate. Definitely a positive thing is going to come over in India. The overall positive impact is going to be in all the sectors, not only the electronic industry but also for the civil engineers to the mechanical engineers. There is going to be great opportunities in the market, and uh, all the companies are going to be in rush to cope up with this COVID losses they have already faced. Okay, so this rush has is going to be transferred to the people who are getting into this new upcoming industries also. They should also rush for their uh, success and for their growth. So everybody is rushing. Yes, everybody has to rush and get the things done. So do the things fast as one can do.
Okay, so from this, what we can understand is the key areas where the graduates need to look at, and the key areas, even not even only not only the graduates, even where the industries like the other companies need to look at, is going to be process optimization,
Yes.
because process
They-
optimization is going to be the key from here on.
yes.
Because as we already know, lead time is something which was not even considered 15, 20 years ago to be a problem. And today the logistics is fast, and everything is fast other than the manufacturing process. So, so the manufacturing process needs to cope up with that through the process optimization tools, through the process optimization ideologies, so that the manufacturing, so that the lead time reduces, and also through the lead time, and through the reduction of lead time, the cost also reduces. Yeah, that is a very interesting point that you pointed out. Okay, Mr. Anurag, Mr. Umashankar, it was a pleasure speaking with you guys. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. Thank you for the time. We learned a lot from you guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. It was great.
The pleasure was all mine. All the best. Thank you.